Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Chained Echoes. A lot of stuff happened last episode, so I want to quickly try to summarize. I've kind of rewatched some key parts. So first off, Frederick was trying to defend his continent from outside invaders. He had somehow used the Grand Grimoire to enhance the power of his generals, and so they became very strong in elemental magic, and as a result were able to win the battle against the outsiders, despite the fact that the outsiders had better technology. Gawain, we discovered just how powerful he and his wife are. It seems like they're kind of almost godlike. And he has the power also to know about the door and the maelstrom and talk to Glenn, like, outside of time or whatever. And so Len got killed by Frederick's night girl Maria or whatever. And when that happened, she was the High Maiden. It caused the gods, the Vain, to awaken, stop time on the planet, and realize that she had been killed too early. As a result, they wouldn't be able to stop the Harbinger, which I don't know what that is. I think we've heard it once before. And so the gods were going to destroy the world until they realized that despite the fact that they had stopped time, Glenn was still moving. And so they gave their own lives to rewind time a few seconds so that Glenn could change the outcome, which he did by pushing Len, Princess Celestia, the maiden, out of the way. And that changed fate. And then Gawain showed up, helped them steal the Grand Grimoire and get away. Frederick really doesn't understand what's going on, but he branded Princess Helene a traitor and made some story that she was like an illegitimate child. But basically there's still lots of people who are unhappy with Frederick in Valandis, and so they're joining our resistance. And during Glenn's weird scene where time was stopped, or right around then, he was able to see back in time and see the backstory of different people in the room. And the most noteworthy ones were Victor, who was studying under Bartholomew at Nyssa when it sank. And so we're still trying to open the gates of Nyssa. I think there's a third gate in the Fjordwoods that I still haven't been able to open. And Sienna, it seemed like she was possibly like an inquisitor or something back in part of her backstory, but she had found some evidence against them or something and was going away. And there were other bits of backstory for a few other characters in the party, including Amalia. Like, everyone at the table died of poison. I didn't understand that at all. So in any case, I enjoy the storytelling because I enjoy little pieces of lore that you have to try to piece together that kind of come out of order in time. And so those are the key elements that I'm trying to piece together in my head. So now we are back at Hermit's Isle. I'm Tyrian, but King Frederick's tyranny made me abandon my own country. I love my home. Please help free it. I'll even join hands with the Scania and Gravos. Okay. And that's kind of like, yeah, the big picture of what's going on kind of throughout the planet. Throughout the continent, in any case. So, are there new people here other than him that I need to talk to? I will try to discover such things. There's definitely new people. I don't recall seeing these people here before. Oh! Here with the music, it's this guy. The Bath. Pignon. This island is really is a blank rock in the middle of the ocean. No interesting flora, no mushrooms, no anything. I guess I'll have to fetch me some stuff from the mainland. So he was gonna like set up a bathhouse or something? We've had a few recruits. And so I guess that's not where... I guess I should go ahead and talk to you. You might have more items for me. Catching 1 item per hour. Here's what I've got so far. Beast felt. Yak grass, sterile mucus, jute fiber. Wow. I think that implies it's been 5 hours since I talked to this guy. And it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But I guess we've had some long episodes, and I've also done some work off camera. Oh, right. I forgot. I was on a quest to talk to Sir Victor at the very end, and I've been called into a little cutscene here. Glenn wanted to understand what was going on, and Victor seemed like the person with the most answers. Glenn, you don't look well at all. You've been so quiet since we returned from Torment. And remember that, like, time reversing itself and all that stuff, Glenn's the only one who witnessed it. Sir Victor, what do you know about Gawain? He was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Bartholomew at Nysa. Was there anything special? You're asking questions. It's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not interested in class. Life seemed to be a game to him. Didn't take anything seriously. I wondered if studying was the right path for him. Why do you want to know? Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You must be imagining things. When we met in Torment, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Sometimes he warns me when there is danger. Other than that, he talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I've never heard of telepathic abilities in neither human nor heirs. Gawain isn't the only problem. I don't understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life, how to read, for example, or specific knowledge. But I have no memories of my previous self, what I looked like, where I lived. Maybe we should explain a few things to them. So Betraz always talks in, like, first-person plural, and I guess he's also speaking of Glenn the same way. You're right, if we explain too little, it's no good either. Come with us, Glenn. What would you like to talk with me about? Asked Len. There's something we need to tell you. By the way, you're the key to saving the planet from the eternal void or something. Y'all look so serious. You and Glenn have something in common, Len. Len's memories and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes, your memories of a previous life. You probably could have already guessed that. I already know Glenn from his previous life, and Betraz is actually connected to you, Len. Is Betraz somehow going to be Timothy? Do Len and I know each other as well? That's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell, but there's reasons for that. Or is Glenn going to be Timothy? Oh. Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that is not properly dissolved in the maelstrom and instead passed on to its new body. Your personality, more specifically your strengths and weaknesses, preferences and aversions, are the results of experience you've had in this and your previous life. Your body may look different, but you're the same person. Our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? You remember how Dimebert transferred the souls of plants, monsters, and humans, and in most cases they either died or went insane? It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences and mind of an adult. Your brain has a defense mechanism, similar to handling trauma, that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly over a long period of time. This usually lasts into adulthood. That's why these visions have increased recently. Not visions, memories. And remember, she was painting an island with a tree that was floating in the sky or something? This is why we can't tell you anything. We had another protege once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. Interesting, okay. We opened a valve that we could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with you two. These two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One's tied to Glenn and the other to you, Len. You're the real reason Betraz and I came to Volandis. What have you seen in your echo so far, Len? I remember life on a farm. My father died in an accident. My mother became ill. A group called the Order of Leonar wanted to take me in. They said I was the chosen one. When my mother died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden, training towards a goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. Okay, there's more about that. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about? He showed up in your memories? Not himself, no, but apparently the group has banished him and is preparing for the day he returns. You remember Shambhala, that's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible. You want me to go to Shambhala at once? Len, listen. Batraz is with the Order of the Leonar. You're part of this group? At least what's left of it. Our job is to support you. That's why they sent us here. What about me? I don't remember anything. Until you can remember it for yourself, I can't tell you anything. So you want us to leave for Shambhala? What about the Grand Grimoire? That would be better to discuss with the others. So now it's cutscene with everybody. Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala? For personal reasons? First, we destroy this darn stone. That's our main objective. Have you forgotten? And do you know how we are to do this? Can we be sure we have all the information? We have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness. Right, he's the scientist. And it seems like from all we have learned, since it absorbs the energy of the people it kills, but it doesn't kill within a radius of 3 meters, like it feels like if someone like goes far away from everyone and smashes the Grand Grimoire, like so it can't kill, well, I guess it can't kill like any plants or anything either, since they all have ether or something. Then like it might not have any power to reassemble itself with, and that might destroy it forever. I'm not sure. If that's what Lynn wishes, I'll accompany her. Of course you will, Rob. You'd go anywhere for her. But Shambhala is dangerous, and you won't get very far within any guidance, believe me. Then they're lucky to have the perfect guide in their group. You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna? You blabbermouth. Yeah, you get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I always know how dangerous it is there. Belongs to the church. Yeah, it looked like she was like an Inquisitor armor in the memory that we saw. Any trespassing is punishable by death. If we get caught, we're in trouble. Help us slip in unnoticed, Sienna. The place we're going to is full of treasure. You may help yourself. The classic argument. Do you really want to go there just so Len can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting. Is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you. Knowing you, you'll run into every monster. Without yours truly, you'll find the journey difficult. Allow me to come along as well. I think that sounded quite nice. Are all princesses like this? I'll play as the guide, since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thanks. It's a group of sky islands that broke away from Hecandria. By my last count, they are northwest of Volandis. We'll rest today and start our new journey tomorrow in the morning. And now here's Killian, and I forget who the church leader is. He's taken some note off the desk. And he's on his own journey. Letter from my parents. I guess I can't avoid reality forever. I worried too much once again. Nothing changed at home. How long will it take until we can watch the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. The world has nothing to offer you. Soon I'll be able to show you a different Eldria. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate, and use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see. Alright. New skills. Right, I got a Grand Grimoire, or not a Grand Grimoire, Grimoire Shard from defeating the battle against Frederick's guards, I think. I don't feel like doing that right now, though. So I have access to new skills. But if we're about to depart immediately, darn, for some new place that there might be new battles, I guess I have to do this. Okay. I'm going to do the simplest possible thing, which is so I don't have to reset since you can only carry a certain number of action skills and passive skills with you. I'm just going to take some stat skills, so I'm going to take... I think you're doing fine on health, so I think I'm going to take the tech points for Glenn. And we'll get some other stats. For you, I will take... I guess attack +4, because I'm sometimes actually attacking with you these days. Rob. Agility's always good, so let's take that. Victor has still been squishy, so we'll give him defense +4. Amalia, I've rarely used. Let's actually give her reduce physical damage for all by 5 turns. That sounds like something that could be good. So let's learn that. For Batraz, actually a dark attack that hits all could be useful. So I'm going to learn Dark Scythe for you. For Sienna, I think I got to take the health points. She's the person who dies most frequently. So I'll take that. And for Tomki, I need to find more things that I can so I can unlock some more of his skills. But I might as well give him some kind of stats. Attack +6 sounds good. I occasionally use him swinging an anchor to attack, so we'll just go ahead and do that. And then let me actually set some skills with a couple of new things that I picked up. Okay, I've done the things. So will I immediately cutscene when I try to exit here? I guess let's find out. They said somewhere to the northwest. Oh, there it is. Floating Islands. So for now, I choose not to get distracted, and I'm going to go to the flying continent Shambhala. And there's a fast travel location here. How nice. Hopefully that means I'll actually have some freedom to explore, as opposed to being railroaded. Huge tree over there must be our goal. Let's head there and be done with this place. Alright, there's treasure chests and buried treasure. Of course. And there's one of them. Mithril ore. Oh, wow. I think that's the first time I've gotten that. Sure. Let's just verify that I'm capable of teleporting right now. Yes. Okay. There is some kind of new enemy, and I can't change into sky armor here. So presumably, I can deal with this. There's only 2 of them, and there's 4 of us. And so, my party is a little bit mixed up. Yeah, my party got mixed up, actually. So I'll need to fix that. How much damage did I deal to a Tukibri? It's like a toucan and a something else. Tukibri. What was it weak to? It uses a Tukarang. Alright. It's almost like its build. A boomerang that hit everybody. That is no good. You guys are weak to wind. So let's use Wind Jump to deal a bunch of damage. Very nice. And I guess I'll use a Healing Hymn, because we've already taken a fair bit of damage. And my overdrive meter is still doing fine. And I've dealt very little against this guy, so maybe I actually want to do an armor break. Like, I'm actually at some risk here right now. And let's go ahead and poison shot the other one just so we get some dot damage going. Right, my heaviest hitter is not out. That's why I'm dealing so little damage. So another wind jump seems reasonable. Alright, here comes the Tukarang again. But we're still holding up. Alright, cross slash. This guy's like halfway down. There's a critical, that's gonna help a lot. Okay, Victor. Is this guy down below 30%? There's a chance that he is. So let's see, perhaps, if I can do an uncanny encounter. No new skill to remember. Alright, we tried and we failed. Rob, it's time for you to swap out for... oh, I need a cooldown, actually. So I'll use this skill to give everyone crits, and we'll get our heavy hitter out in a short bit. Assuming everyone can stay alive. Len Batraz could deal more damage, so let's have him come out. He's got a full HP bar, and he now has access to Dark Scythe, which attacks everyone. For 1 damage, this attacks 1.1 damage. So I think this is still better for damage against everybody. The toucan has like a giant fist he just punched with, it looked like, from that animation. That's pretty funny. I always forget about this. I want to try this. I'm going to have you Oil Slash, and then next turn I'm going to have you Fire Strike. And we'll see how much damage it does. This is going to put me in overdrive, but I think it might kill one of them. It did. And let's see. Oh, fire attack. Sure, let's use it. I just oiled this guy. So that should be a weakness now. Alright, doesn't deal that much because Tomki's not that strong. And looks like a Petal Storm is probably going to finish this guy off, so Glenn never gets to use this 1-2 combo, apparently. I did 800 damage there. Sienna's become so powerful. And I've kind of built her that way. I've given her the most stuff. Looks like there's a timing-based component here. 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, great. Everybody's still in the party, and now it's cutscene. With some kind of bird person who went running off. Are they going to alert us? Looks like a giant owl. Alert other people to our presence? I guess that's what I would fear. So before I climb up there, let's grab some crystals. And I see the buried treasure marker, and I see that there is a new monkey enemy. So let's deal with them. There's only 2 of them. And I forgot to reorganize my party. Okay, after this, I'm going to reorganize my party. But let's open with... Actually, let's open with an X-Slash on the back one. Let's assume that these are going to be tough guys to deal with as well and get some damage over time going. Glenn, let's open with an Oil Slash on the front guy. Alright. I think they're throwing poop at us. Which is just what you'd expect, right? Right. Victor, let's just go ahead and have you swap out for Tomki. And let's have you use... Cigarette light? Sure. Alright, front one had weakness. That's nice. Len... what are these guys naturally? They're naturally weak to dark. Okay, so in that case, Batraz, you can use your Dark Scythe, and that'll deal a bunch of damage. That looks cool. And now you can Yokogiri, deal a bunch of damage. And now Glenn is finally going to get a chance to fire strike against this guy who... Oh, he doesn't have oil anymore, does he? It already wore off. Darn it. I'm never going to get to do the thing. Alright, Sienna just dealt 1,000 damage with Petal Storm. So that's great. What if you just... Actually, you might be able to uncanny this guy. No new skill to remember. Alright, doesn't seem to work. Eventually we'll find something else that Tomki can eat and get a new skill. But I haven't found it yet. Alright, I want to reorganize my party, and I think I know how to do it, so I'll be right back. Alright, it is done. Let's see if we can find a matching pair to that buried treasure thingy. There's also a chest over to the right. I can't seem to get to either of them. There's like a chain over here, and I also see the thing directly below me. So it's pointing up, left, and down, right. And this one's pointing also up, left, and down, right. So the up, left over here... There's flamingos over there, I just realized. It would be pointing kind of like up in this direction. And the upper one would be pointing up in this direction. So somewhere right here, yep. Okay, I found a faux shard, which is equipment that Len might be able to use. It is an upgrade to the ear spoon, which I didn't put any crystals in. Alright, so let's take that. There was also a halberd. I might have failed to upgrade hers once before. I like the flamingos. I know there are some people watching who will probably like the flamingos as well. If I know anything about my viewers. I found another treasure chest, 2 of 3, and we've witnessed the third one. So I just have to get over to the right at some point. It's not super visible, but it is possible for me to climb up here. And it looks like that's just for the collectibles. Alright, and so will this let me walk back around? I'm going to choose not to worry about the top yet. I just want to walk around to where I spotted the treasure chest. Great. Dragon killer. Alright, it's some type of crystal. There's an egg of some sort here. Alright, let's fight the egg. It's got magic resist. Well, in that case, let's deal some physical attacks. And is it called a golden borb? I didn't get a good look at that. Golden borb Bob. I'm a little bit worried that if he has the name Bob, that he might be like a unique monster instead of just a, ooh, that hurt. Instead of just an everyday guy. He's weak to light. I have some healing issues. But for now, I think this is the right thing to do. Oh, weakness, but it dealt 0 because that's a magical attack, and he's completely immune to magic. Okay. Well, let's hope I can get enough healing going here. 12-11 is pretty good. We'll take that, Sienna. Victor's gonna do a healing him. But does Victor... or not Victor, Glenn... Len... None of you have heal all. So I guess I should do a cross slash and just deal as much damage. I can see your damage bar. We've already dealt like a quarter of the damage. Uses consume TP. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Let's do another physical attack. Alright. And so he's still just magical resistant, and so I'm still just going to keep on wailing on him. We're overheating because I hadn't been paying attention to that. So Batraz does have physical attacks. So let's use those. This is still Glenn's most valuable thing. Actually, like, I'm doing okay in terms of HP. So I think I can just outlast him here. He's going to use Melting Gold again. That does hurt a lot, but we're going to stay alive. And Victor at this point... So this would be a physical attack. So let's do that one. And Sienna is out of TP. Oh, consume TP. Did he, like, eat all the TP, or did I just use it all? I might have just used it all. Petal Storm is active, but sadly I don't have the TP for it. So we'll just attack. And Sienna gets to attack again, because she's so agile. Alright. And Glenn could probably finish this guy off. And he's still alive, and he's going to kill off 2 of my folks, but I think I'm going to be able to win. Alright, he's just got a sliver of health left. This will definitely finish him. Okay, so we won that battle just barely, and got 1 SP for it. Alright, and there's flamingos and a hippopotamus over there. Okay, that was tough enough that I'm going to go ahead and drop an extra save. And good timing, because here's another cutscene. Oh, it's just this thing running around again. So he jumped down there and went to the right. It's really an owl. How cute. One that can't fly. That's a good place to live, a flying island when you can't fly. So there's ways to go. I still haven't explored the entire northwards of this place. I thought that was going to be a building that I could go in. But perhaps not, and perhaps there's nothing else to see up here. I guess I could take a look at the map as well. So in that case, I guess let's go to the right, because it doesn't look like I could drop down there. And let's just look at this map square. So there's stuff in the bottom left and the top right. So I probably want to... Ooh. Are they different ones? Yeah, there's different ones here. So this one only goes left-right. And so there's a place to get off downwards there. And leftwards here, okay. So now I'm on the middle portion, so I guess let's get this explored. Oh! Another cutscene? With the owl, eagle. Stop right there, and don't go one step further, evildoers. This land belongs to the church. You have no busy business here. We're from the clan of Vlandus, and we're looking for a sanctuary, ruins under a great tree. You mean the Algarve tree, which you can't possibly miss. You'll first have to... Oh, wait! Not with me. What an evil game you're playing with my modest mind, you people. Your path ends here. Sir Eagle of Dorver, Knight of the Dusk Blue, will stop you this instant. Knight of the Dusk Blue, you? I was once a squire under Sir Isaac of Dorver. Knights of Dusk Blue are the noblest warriors in all of Eldria. No one is as full of virtue, courage, and fighting prowess as they. Let's find out how strong he is. We have to get past him. Show your true colorless colors, evil vermin, and fight me. Alright. I feel like this is... He's got act twice, uh-oh. Kind of like classic JRPG. All of a sudden, for no reason, some crazy stuff that one of the characters in your party will explain away, and now you're in a battle. Okay, here we are. He's got act twice, so I'll try to keep that in mind. Let's armor break him. Seems like it's going to be a long battle. And let's remember that I can swap out Sienna for a good healer if I need it. He's weak to earth, strong against wind. So yeah, we'll use your metal dagger. And now he's going to act twice. Ooh. And he can hit everybody for 50. And that's what he likes to do. Alright. Healing him definitely sounds like a good start. We're getting us buffed up. And Sienna still has some TP, so let's continue to use it. 709, very nice. Glenn... He's weak to earth already. So I think let's just do cross slashes. And Sienna has enough that she'd be able to do a Petal Storm after this if it activates, but I need to keep an eye on my overdrive meter, which is about to overheat. Tomki doesn't have anything green, so we'll just go into overheat mode here for a moment. Preparing first aid. Okay, is he going to heal himself, I guess? This will cool us down and give us some TP regen. And I think Sienna needs to swap out. And I'm going to do a heal all, just to make sure that we're topped off. And... yeah, I guess let's just keep hitting him for a while. Seems like he's going to heal himself soon. And in terms of overdrive, this will cool down. Alright, he healed himself for 2,000. That's no good. So does that mean I need to deal a bunch of damage at once to defeat this guy? And remind me, he's weak to earth. Like, if he's able to do that, I'm not sure what my plan of attack is going to be here. I could use an Ultra Move at some point. Yeah, let's do that. I haven't done that in a while. So this will cool us down. It'll weaken him. It'll deal a bit of damage. Oh! It looked like he just took some damage from I'm not sure what. Okay, in terms of overdrive meter, you have just enough, and this will cool us down a lot and also help us deal more damage. So that seems like a good thing for you to do. And then I think let's swap out for Rob and get some poison on for some extra damage over time. And then Sienna, I think you just need to use something that's going to give you some TP back. So let's have some sweets. Alright. And then... yeah, deal a bunch of damage. He has a bunch of debuffs. And you can use your summoned attack at this point, because you have 3 weapons summoned, and that'll deal a ton of damage. 764, that's quite nice. He's got 2 debuffs, so he's taking an extra couple hundred damage every time he goes. And I'm not worried about him knocking me down anymore. So let's deal a bunch of damage. 707, very nice. At this point, I think I should actually change back to Victor and have him use Earth Drums since this guy is weak to Earth. Just going to try to deal as much damage as possible. 300, that's good. And I'm worried about Overdrive. Let's have you give some more sweets to Sienna. And that way you can keep on dealing things. He's still bleeding, so yeah, just deal as much damage as you can. 700. Not bad. Dispel, remove target's buffs. I don't think this is actually going to work, but it will cool me down, so I'm going to try it just in case somehow it gets rid of back twice. It did not, but at least it hit him for some damage. He's preparing for a state again. Okay, so we would heal for 2,000, which I don't want him to do. But I'm dealing more than 2,000 damage between that. Yeah, there we go, and I got him. 1 SP gained. You defeated me. I'm a disappointment. Sir Isaac would be ashamed. You were outnumbered and still managed to hold us off for quite some time. You're a knight of the Dust Blue. No lily eyes would cross this beak. I've read countless books about the knights. Please, tell me your stories about Sir Isaac. This is no time to gossip. We need to continue. Rob's like a little boy dreaming of knights. You've lost, but we'll let you live. Take us to your chief. You really do not seem like the seedly seed of evil, so I will lead you to the village elder of the Sova. Follow me to the north. Alright, so that means there's stuff I missed? No, I still can free walk. So if I followed him to the north, that would go there. Can I possibly get to a different island by taking a different path? And is this what he's talking about? This is just some old building I can't go in. I wonder if I get back on this thing, if I can get off somewhere else. So I'm going to attempt it first. And sure enough, I can get off up here, which enables me to get to a treasure chest with an epee. That sounds like an upgrade for Victor. He currently does have crystals in his S stock, but the epee is a huge upgrade. So I think it's time to equip that. Alright, it is done. So I'm glad I went on this little side quest. But now I'm back to the main island, and I guess we're going up this way. There's the top of that little house structure. There's some more things to fight, and it looks like I'll have to fight them to get past. So let's do it. that battle is won. And it doesn't look like there's anything else to see here. So it looks like now I'm going to get on the north-south moving one. And there's something to the north, but I don't want to immediately go there because there's something interesting to the south that I haven't been able to get to. And then after that, we'll finally circle around to the north. But down here, we have crystals, collectibles, and a treasure chest. Golden breastplate. You currently have Dragon Mail Plus, and that is an upgrade, but Victor could also wear it, and possibly some other folks could wear it. I might want to give it to Victor. Victor's armor doesn't have anything in crystals right now. Yeah, I feel like Glenn has not been going down as much. Being defeated. There's a soldier dude over there. How do I talk to you? Hold on. Hold the phone. Is there a way to climb down that I'm not witnessing? How would I talk to you? I can't use my sky armor here. There doesn't appear to be a path down. I can see that you have a red dot and you would be talk-toable. Maybe at some point in the future I'll be able to come back here. I guess that's all I can hope for. So I'm going to try going to the north. A cutscene. With this crazy sky village. It's populated by birds, I guess. Seems like it. Foreigners at Eggel's side. What is this flightless chick thinking? And there's a big gold burb. Chief, what is the meaning of this? Why do you bring outsiders? I lost. His only job is to keep the village safe from outsiders, and he can't even manage that. Rob totally relates to this guy. We're on a journey to a sanctuary located on Shambhala. It belongs to the church. Entering is forbidden. We're not unfriendly, but we have an oath to obey. Please make an exception. The church saved us from death when monsters attacked the village. We made an oath. We guard the land and obey their wishes. Nothing is more important than an oath. We're people of honor. Church helped them a few hundred years back, and now every generation has a slave for them? What did they get themselves into? Nothing can be done. You're welcome to stay the night, but at dawn you must leave. We had sent Egil to Dorver to be trained as a knight so that he can defend us. First time we have some trespassers, and he fails immediately. Good thing his parents are no longer alive. A disappointment such as him. Shut your mouths! How can you even think to badmouth a knight of the dusk blue? It's alright, you don't have to say anything. Nothing's alright. You're even worse, Sir Egil. How can you let others talk to you like that? You're an honorable knight. I've had enough. Sorry about the loose mouth of some of our residents. I'll have a word with them. Egil, why don't you show our guests to the spare bedchamber? The rooms are being prepared. It'll take a while since we hardly get guests. Have a look around. When you're finished, return and talk to me. Alright, and then I get free reign of this map, it looks like? Okay, well that'll be some fun exploration. But I think that's some fun exploration that we'll be doing next time. Alright. So, could I teleport if I wanted to? Teleport is not currently possible. Okay, so we're currently kind of locked in to doing this activity. But I think that's fine. I wonder if there's an anvil around here anywhere? Well, I mean, these are things that I'll be able to take a look at next time. So I'm going to say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Chained Echoes. For now, bye-bye.